Hello gamers, welcome back to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And we are back in the dungeon in the Shadowlands, continuing my Shadowdark campaign, Defenders of the Shadowlands. And if you remember, last time we ended with a little cliffhanger because we explored this dungeon here and made our way to this old chapel. And in this old chapel, we encounter, so this is like we got the feeling that this is like an eerie, dark place that was probably worshipped or used to worship some dark, forgotten god. And as we entered, there was this out of the darkness, this demon materialized. And I was using these monster cards and decided, like the Minotaur, I used this as an inspiration. So it is a horned minor demon, almost like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings, but a little bit smaller. It's like a minor Balrog. And I basically will be using these stats, but I'm changing up the attacks, so this minor Balrog will not use a great axe and horns, but instead a sword and flame whip. But all the other stats are the same, with the exception that this minor Balrog can only be harmed by magical or silver weapons, and it is immune against fire, obviously. Okay, so ta-da-da-da, and that will be the minor Balrog, the fearsome foe that we have to fight. And this is from the Dungeons and Dragons miniature game. And it materializes in front of this altar here. And the thing is that if you remember the quest, I have to retrieve 3 artifacts out of 3 dungeons and deliver them to Ralyana the Wise for this ritual. And one of the artifacts are the Chronicles of Kelrush the Dark, an ancient tome of dark and forgotten knowledge. And to make things interesting, so that we don't just walk out of this room, I will say that because it all fits, we had this old library here with the books in an ancient undecipherable language, and this old chapel used to worship a dark god. So I'm saying that on this altar there's like this book stand, and onto this book stand lies a black leather bound book that radiates an evil aura, and this book is indeed one of the 3 artifacts, the Chronicles of Kelrush the Dark. And Cassandra immediately senses this and goes, so this Balrog materializes, but it does not move forward yet. So it stands there in front of this altar, wielding this flame whip and having a sword in the other hand. And just imagine the Balrog from Lord of the Rings, but smaller. And Cassandra goes, and of course this flame whip also illuminates this area. And Cassandra goes, I sense something, a dark power emanating from this altar. I have the feeling that this is what we came here for. And Rio goes, are you sure? Yes. Santa Regnis, she guides me. And she urges me to go to this place. I can feel it. And Rio goes, well, sadly, there's a guardian, it seems, with a different opinion. And he's still not moving forward, just watching. Maybe there's something like an imaginary line that we don't, or we can't cross. And a little OOC here. I made a mistake, or not really a mistake, but an oversight. Amira is damaged from the electric arc lightning trap, And Lao is a little bit damaged. I'm a little bit damaged. So we are not all at full health. Actually, Amira is in pretty bad shape. She's only got 5 hit points, and Lao has 13 hit points. So, I think, yeah, I should have thought about that, but it would also be uncinematic because, I mean, they don't think in categories like hit points. They're probably a little bit exhausted. But it would be metagaming if I go like, all right, so let's go all back to the other room. Let's see if I lose the spell or not, heal them up, and then go back. So I'm running it as it is to see how it goes, and I got to make the best of it. Let's see. Maybe it's a TPK, maybe it's a triumph. We don't know. So Rio says, well, at least it's a big target, hard to miss. So you say we gotta grab this book? Yeah, maybe we can distract it and just grab the book and get out of here. All right. And Amira goes, enough talk. I'll distract it. And she rages. So we enter combat now. I go, you go, and we go first. And with the first activation. And Amira, she already used her rage once this day or between rests. She can use it 3 times a day. She will use it again. It lasts 3 turns to make things easier on me. I'm going to say 3 attacks, and these tokens are the 3 attacks that she can make while she is raging. So she will obviously go first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's also close enough. So she goes, enough talk. I'll distract it. And she grabs the masterwork silvered longsword in one hand, and with a fierce battle cry, and this is she lunges forward and slashes at the Balrog. It's a minor Balrog, but a Balrog. And she attacks in her rage mode +5. And she deals an additional, so it's a D8, but an additional D4 points of damage. And she scores a crit on an 18 plus. And that'll be her first rage attack. And that's, let's see, +5. 8, 9, 10. Damn, that's 13. That's a miss. AC is 14. So it's yeah, it's a miss. Damn it, 18 plus 5. Yeah, so it's a miss. So the Balrog easily, or not easily, it does not parry. Let's just say she slashes at it, but it's not affected. So she didn't deal a damaging blow. Damn you, creature of hell, she goes. And now the Balrog just roars and slashes with the flame whip. So the Balrog can make 2 attacks with sword and whip. The whip also has reach, 3 squares. And the Balrog is using the red dice. So the whip has a d10 damage, and it's a +6 attack versus 14. And of course, but lucky, of course he hits, but again, I mean, these d10s are probably cursed, but in my favor, only 1 point of damage. So, but still got another attack with the sword, and that deals a d12. Yes, that's a hit. 11 plus 6, 17, and sadly for 5. So this takes Amira out 0 HP because, as I figured. So she sidesteps the whip, but the blade catches her and throws her against this pillar. With her back slammed against the pillar, she goes down. But we will only roll her death timer next round. Okay. But now we can all activate. Okay, so Cassandra, she casts, or she has to cast Holy Weapon, because she doesn't have a silvered weapon. Let me check here. No, she's got longsword, dagger, mace, but no masterwork. I think the longsword she got, I don't know where she's got that from. Shield, dagger, mace, but no masterwork, no silvered weapon. But her holy weapon spell can transform a weapon into a magical +1 weapon for, I think, 5 rounds. It's DC 11. So let's see. Here, holy weapon. Yeah, 5 rounds. One weapon you touch is imbued with a sacred blessing. The weapon becomes magical and has +1 to attack and damage for the duration. All right, and it's a wisdom priest spell, wisdom 11. So she's got +3. So she utters a prayer to her goddess, Saint Agnes, and goes, Saint Agnes, bless this weapon with your holy light and guide my hand in the battle against this foe from hell. All right, wisdom +3, please. Yes, 9 +3, that is 12. So I don't lose the spell, and she also, let's see, do I have some more tokens? I need some more tokens. 5 attacks, I'm saying 5 attacks. Okay, so she will, because it's fitting, use the golden tokens. 3, 4, and 5. All right, so these 5 golden tokens, and these are like plastic gaming tokens that I bought. They came in a pack, different colors. But sadly, that is her action. So she advances a little and takes. But first, she prays, and suddenly there's this yellowish golden glow that engulfs her longsword, and also shines a little light, but only a small little light aura into the immediate area, and she slowly steps forward. All right, and bases this creature, but she can't attack this round. The Balrog already acted. All right, and Rio goes, Lao, head for the book. I'll see if I can draw the attention of the Balrog. And after you got the book, see to Amira. And then I charge forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and I'm attacking with, of course, my masterwork silvered dagger, +8, d4 +3. So I duck and try to slash at the Balrog's thigh, +8. Yes, I hit for maximum damage, 7 points of damage. And the Balrog has 34 hit points because it's a minor Balrog, and that is 7. So it is at 27. So it roars, it doesn't shriek, it roars. All right, now Lao, he darts forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he can't really get to the altar because of the massive, okay, he can jump on it next round. The massive size. All right, new round. I go, you go. We go first. Now metagaming here, because probably Cassandra won't survive a round of attacks to get at least some damage in. She's now attacking with her holy longsword, first of her attacks, +1. And so +1 magical weapon. So she attacks +4 d8 +1 damage. Come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I roll a 3. So even though Santaregnis guides her arcane or no divine powers are not enough to overcome the hellish resistance of this creature. So I'm just ruling they always hit because this creature is hard to miss. The question is this an effectful blow? And in this case, it's not. All right, now the Balrog, of course, senses this divine power and the power that is radiated by this weapon. So it roars at Cassandra and attacks with the sword first. Sword is d12 +6. Cassandra has AC 16 with her shield. Yes, look at this, natural 1. But we still have the whip. So sword and whip at Cassandra. Oh, okay, so this time I hit. And now I'm not that lucky. It is 10 points of damage. Damn. So Cassandra, she only has 8 HP because she was only level 1. So she goes down as well. Okay. Lao, get the book. All right, so Lao tries to basically jump up on the altar, squeeze through. So he's got to make an acrobatics check, but he's a trained monk. He gets advantage. It's dexterity. But I say it is a DC 15 because the creature, its leathery wings, it's flapping its leathery wings and slashes with its wings also at Lao, and he has to duck and weave. So he's got +3 dexterity, it's DC 15, and he gets advantage. 1 and 3. All right, so this round he does not manage to get up there. All right, so she already acted this round, so she has to roll her death timer next round. So now Rio, he hasn't acted yet. Again, dagger, masterwork. Oh no, it's a natural 1, and it would also have been minimum damage, and now it's not working at all again. Damn it. All right, but now we still have to make the death timer for Amira, but she's at full con. So her constitution is +3, so 1d4 +3, lucky me. Of course I roll a 1, so that is 4. Her death timer is 4, meaning starting next round it counts down and she gets a chance to stabilize with a natural 20, or we stabilize her. All right, and Cassandra, I will roll her death timer next round because she already had her turn. All right, so next round, we go first. I go, you go. Rio attacks. Come on, Rio. Yes, 17 at maximum damage. That is 7 points. All right, so he's hurting down to 20 hit points with the dagger. So that was my turn. But now roars at me and whip first. D10 damage +6, but lucky I got AC 18. No! Rolls an 18 and 9 points of damage. But Rio is tough. Now he... Alright, so... But now the sword. Come on. Please miss. No, 18 and 8. So Rio is not down, but hurting. So now Lao's gotta grab the book and we have to get out of here. Lao, get the book! All right, so Rio has activated. Now Lao, okay, so I didn't turn him last time. Now he activates and tries to get the book. DC 15 again with advantage, dexterity, acrobatics. Yes, DC 15. I roll a 13, but his dex is +3. So barely 16. So Lao, he manages to grab the book from the altar and moves. He can still move near. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't get quite out of the way. And now, death timer for Amira, for Cassandra. Sorry, I always mix them up. So she's got con 2. She's at full con also. Con 2. Death timer. Oh, that is 4 also. So she starts rolling next round, and now we do the stabilize roll for Amira. Natural 20, she stabilizes with a hit point. No, and her death timer counts down to 3. Okay. Now I think we had them all. Next round, I go, you go. Rio. Where's the D4? Here. Okay. Yes. 3 plus 3, 6 points of damage. Balrog down to 14. And now I'm also giving tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm dashing down here towards the exit of this hall. Come on, Lao! But this creature, of course, senses that Lao's got the book because the creature is the guardian of the book. And with its whip, it's got reach, but it can also move. One tries to ensnare or take down Lao. All right, whip. 9 plus 6, that is 15, and that's exactly the 15 it needs because Lao's got AC 15, and of course it deals 10 points of damage, but Lao's at 13, so he's still standing. All right, technically it could still attack with the sword, so it has sword. Come on, Lao! Dodge! Yes! 4 plus 6 is 10. Lao's got 15. Alright, so that was the creature. Now Lao. He does not attack, he just takes a double move, darts out of the room into the hallway, and now we gotta do our women here. Amira, can she stabilize? No, natural 1 even. Timer goes to 2. Now Cassandra, can she stabilize? No, her timer goes to 3. Okay, next round. We all acted. Now Rio takes a double move and darts out of this room. And now let's make a roll. So, because I said that this is the guardian of this book and he was bound to this room, but what about if the book was removed from the room? Can he still or it leave this room, or is it bound to this place by the magic that summoned it? All right, so I say 70% it's bound, only 30% it can chase us, but there is a chance because it makes more sense. Maybe then it's easier to control these creatures if you conjure them and summon them to bind them to a location in case something goes wrong. They can't leave. So 70% it is bound to this location. 95. That is, of course, an exceptional no. by my Oracle rules, meaning it is of course not bound, quite the opposite. It is drawn to the book and it'll give chase. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so chase mechanic. So I'm giving myself, because it's like we're all like basically same speed right now, so we get I'm doing like a chase mechanic, like a skill challenge, and it'll be dexterity and constitution, both alternating. Okay, so, and we need 4 successes, 3, 4, before we have 3 failures. And it is a DC 12. And the book, Lao's got the book, so he has to make the rolls because he's got the book. So let's just say that. Okay, so Lao, it's like sort of like now a quick, like a parkour running thing. So constitution is endurance, of course, and dexterity is tight turns and agility. So Lao, dex first and then con. Dex DC 12. 13, yes, 1 success. And now con, also plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. Oh, wait, I marked a failure. Sorry, so 1 success and now 1 failure. Okay, so that was con. Now dex again, plus 3. Oh, failure number 2. Con, plus 3. Yes, success. Dex, plus 3. Come on. Damn it! Okay, so no use. Let's just say, okay, so we are 2 successes short, so it's not even close. So let's just say the Balrog catches us in this old library where we have to make a final stand. Those 2, I rule that they have perished. And now we make a final stand in the library. Let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, so this is fitting. There's also this arcane circle, and here they were the shelves, the bookshelves. And as we head for the exit here of this old library, the Balrog has caught up to us, and we know that there's no escape. Obviously, it is bound and drawn to the book that we need. But, okay, so we need a miracle here now. We need a miracle. All right, next round, we go first. So, since we can't escape, we attack Rio because he's got the best chances of attacking and avoiding attacks. Oh no! Natural 1. This is... see, fate does not want me to get out of here. Damn it. Okay. And sadly, I get only 1 attack. Now the Balrog. It roars and slashes with the sword. Sword is D12. But I have AC 18, so I do have a chance. 12 plus 6 is 18, and 2 points are exactly the 2 hit points that Rio has still left, taking him down to 0. And now the second attack, it makes a move, hits with a whip, or I didn't even have to move because of the reach, Lao, with the flaming whip. 14, that's a hit, plus 6 and 4, Lao's at 3, going down to 0. Okay, so we go down. The Balrog takes the book and goes back to its chamber. Let's roll death timers here and hope for the best. Rio con, 1d4 plus con. Rio's con is +2. 3 plus 2, that is 5. And Lao, 3 plus 2, that is also 5. Okay, so now I'm just going to roll for Rio first, 5d20 total. If I roll a natural 20, I stabilize with 1 hit point. And if I don't, I'm dead. Okay, first 2 d20s. Come on, Rio. 2 and 3, no. Come on, Rio. 9 and 13, no. Last chance. Come on, Rio. No. Alright, so Rio perishes. Lao. Come on, Lao. First 2 rolls. Oh, almost. 16 and 1, no. Second 2 rolls. No. Last roll. Oh, 18, no. Alright, folks. There we have it. TPK again. TPK. Damn. But remember when I ended the last session, shortly afterwards, I also wrote this in the comments, I was like, damn, I forgot to heal myself up. I should have healed myself up until I lose the spell, but I was so in the moment and in the flow and wanted to press on, and suddenly there was this Balrog, so I figured, okay, so maybe we can get out of with the book, but then of course... But, I mean, you've seen what I rolled. I gave myself a 70% chance, basically, to escape, but I rolled a 95. And then, of course, a couple of 1s. Never hit with the Holy Weapon or the Rage. Yes. Okay, so it might have made a difference, a little difference, actually, I think, if we had healed ourselves up. Because, alright, so the minor Balrog was at 14 hit points. Maybe we would have made it. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so... But I really enjoyed this campaign. And, yeah, sadly, a TPK. So, you know what that means. Those character sheets, they go in the wastebasket, and those pictures, they will be glued into my gallery of fallen heroes, which I keep. Yeah, and that's that. Okay. I had a bad feeling about this, actually. So I figured, okay, so if we get the book, let's get out of there, but didn't. Okay, never mind. I think, so I'm always thinking, did I make it too hard on myself or too easy? I think it was right. I mean, the odds, they were stacked in my favor with the 70% chance of the creature being bound to the room. Sadly, that didn't work. Then I had the skill challenge, which I could have passed. Sadly, I didn't. So I think taking it all into account, the overall picture is fitting. I mean, I forgot to heal myself, okay. And yeah, so that is that. So that concludes my Defenders of the Shadowlands campaign. I will not start another Shadowdark Defenders of the Shadowlands campaign as of now. Yeah, so now next up will be the hopefully highly anticipated start of Season 4 of Adventures in the Keldor Sector, featuring Nash Duncan and Raya Cloud Shadow of Eldred, using my Space Borg hack for Merc Borg to play space opera adventures. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you do too. Until then, as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and before I forget, please do like, subscribe, comment, do all those YouTube things, because I'm slowly heading towards the road to 2,000. My goal is 2,000 subscribers by the end of October. So please spread the word, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.